Hi, I'm Kate, a master's in interdisciplinary data science candidate at Duke.
Hi, I'm Cam, a sophomore economics major at Duke.
Hi, I'm Justina, a junior statistics major at Duke.
We are members of American Predatory Lending and the Global Financial Crisis, a Bass Connections team that is creating the first interdisciplinary analysis on North Carolina's mortgage landscape preceding the 2008 financial crisis. Although our team is saddened by COVID-19's effect on how the year has ended, we are still so excited to share our findings with the Bass Connections community and the public.
We set out to explore the state-level housing environment of the 1990s and early 2000s in the hopes that the run-up to the crisis could provide more insight into the crash. What happened, why did it happen, and how can we learn from it? With subteams focusing on data analysis, legislative histories, and oral history interviews with policymakers, financial industry professionals, and community advocates, our technology team has constructed a website where academics, researchers, and the media can explore the products of our collaborative research.
Our team is comprised of 16 students, most from Duke and 2 from UNC. We were challenged to develop a website that would achieve a great deal of content while paying close attention to the user experience so that many kinds of site visitors could readily access and understand our research findings. We wish to create a website that begets discovery for each user to develop their understanding of American predatory lending and its role in the global financial crisis.
With our oral histories, the biggest question we wanted to answer was, what happened within local and state-level institutions in the years leading up to the financial crisis? We spoke with community activists, former state legislators, former attorney generals, and deputy AGs, as well as banking representatives. The common narrative of the crisis spends so much time looking at the national picture, but our documentation shows the state level was screaming out warning signs even a decade earlier.
Through long-form memos and timelines, the legislative analysis team has recorded how North Carolina led the way in enacting proactive, pro-consumer legislation to combat predatory lending in the mortgage market. Our research shows just how important the state-level perspective is when considering the '08 crisis. By recording this regulatory framework, we hope current policymakers and future generations can learn from it.
Following the hard work of a companion Duke Data Plus team last summer, students on our data analysis team had 2 primary goals. 1, creating usable data sets from a variety of sources for researchers of all levels to use, and 2, using those data sets to create compelling visualizations about the pre-2008 mortgage market in North Carolina. One key finding is that the housing boom was less pronounced in North Carolina, very possibly because of the state's anti-predatory lending regulations. Some of the techniques you can access on the website, like text analysis for blogs or mortgage enforcement actions, break new ground. We also have been working on a methodological critique of the way that most analysts have deployed data created through the Home Mortgage Disclosure Act.
The APL team has not missed a beat since transitioning into an off-campus, online-only undertaking. We may be socially distant physically, but using Slack and Zoom, we are checking in on each other often and have maintained our pre-quarantine meeting schedules. We still reached our goal of oral histories using Uber Conference for all interviews, and as we prepared to make our content available to the public, our team leads made themselves available for constant feedback through Zoom and email.
This summer, we will have another Data Plus group working on analyzing mortgage market data from states other than North Carolina. Next year, some continuing team members, along with a group of new students, will extend our data analysis, continue conducting oral histories, and deepen our policy analysis. In the fall, each sub-team will interview key policymakers in other states, engage in analysis of important court cases and regulatory rulemakings, and expand the website's accessibility. By documenting protocols for our work, this year's team has ensured that the transition into next year's group will be as close to seamless as possible.
We are really excited to continue this groundbreaking work into the summer and next year, and so excited with what we have created thus far and what is to come. Thank you.